My name is Clara Durham, and at 29 years old, I have carved out a comfortable life for myself in the picturesque town of Cascadia Falls. The air is filled with the gentle sound of flowing water and the rustle of leaves from the towering trees that surround my home. I enjoy working for a tech company that allows for creativity and charm, but no job is without its challenges. The biggest challenge I face is not with the technology itself, but with my coworker, Susan. Susan is bright, but she has a knack for avoiding work whenever possible. Instead of focusing on our shared programming assignments, she prefers to indulge in playing solitaire or sneaking off for long naps in her office with the door shut tight. It was a frustrating scenario that unsettled the balance in our team, and naive as I may have been, I truly believed that confronting her directly wouldn't make a difference. She always had an excuse ready. One day, after feeling particularly annoyed by the sound of her laughter drifting through the office, clearly enjoying her game while I slaved away, I decided that it was time to take matters into my own hands. It was not fair for me to carry the load alone while she played, and a flicker of brilliant revenge sparked in my mind. After some digital sleuthing, I discovered how to manipulate the game's coding. I managed to take the solitaire executable file and opened it in a hexadecimal editor. I had no idea how far this little act of revenge would lead me down a dark path, but I felt exhilarated at the prospect of my perfect crime. I blanked out a section right in the middle of the file, resetting my system date and time so I could save the modified file to match the same date and time as the rest of the Windows files installed on our shared workstation. I smiled at the anticipation brewing in my chest, my wild idea ripe for execution. I would wait until my friend loaded the file onto her computer and then watch from a distance as chaos unfolded. But soon, my reward for being crafty turned sour. As the days and weeks rolled on, I saw her manage to twist the situation to her advantage. Each time Susan's computer crashed, she became skilled at deflecting blame away from herself. My heart raced as I picked up on the whispers around the office. Our boss, Daniel, was frazzled, continually trying to solve the mystery of why Susan's computer was acting up. This was not how I had imagined things would go. She was effortlessly dodging the fallout while my grand plan unspooled right in front of me. I would hear him asking around, trying to gather clues, his brow furrowed deeper into worry with each failure. Unintended consequences, I grimaced at the very phrase. I had wanted her to face repercussions, not for my name to echo in the haze of confusion around the office. Despite my intention to teach her a lesson, I had inadvertently made Daniel's life a chaotic mess. It left me with a gnawing sense of regret, a bitter pill I swallowed often. I decided that I had to resolve this mess or risk losing my own reputation and good standing at the company as well. So began my quest to fix my blunder. I worked tirelessly to eradicate the lingering chaos. I hoped to prove that I was not a troublemaker, but a valued member of our team. This was not easy. Susan continued to deny any responsibility while I felt increasingly trapped by the web I had woven. I researched endlessly to uncover all the potential errors and imagined outcomes, poring over technical forums and documents, desperate to understand how to right my wrong. Days blended into sleepless nights as I faced mounting pressure from work, alongside the gnawing guilt I carried about how I had tried to bring down a colleague. Susan had somehow turned the tables, and I felt as though I was spiraling down a rabbit hole that led nowhere good. Just when I thought all may be lost, a brilliant idea struck me. I decided my final attempt at revenge, or rather redemption, should not come from spite or malice. I resolved to be the bigger person and confront Susan directly, laying bare the truth of my manipulation before her as I summoned every ounce of courage I had. I approached her office, and with my heart pounding loudly in my ears, I knocked gently. She opened the door, looking more surprised than displeased. We stood there for a moment, a tense silence filling the air. I took a deep breath and said, "We need to talk." After harsh honesty and clarity, I confessed my part in sabotaging her solitaire game to garner her attention. To my surprise, her expression shifted from one of disbelief to amusement. "So that is what happened. I thought I was just having terrible luck," she exclaimed, laughing as though I had told her a great joke. Suddenly, our conversation took an unexpected turn when she revealed that she had been genuinely overwhelmed, and the naps had been her attempt to cope with mounting pressures of the job. I realized that there were layers to her seemingly carefree attitude. We decided to work together, both understanding the need for better communication and cooperation in our projects moving forward. This didn't resolve everything, but it laid a foundation for a better working relationship. And while our boss, Daniel, would still puzzle over computer glitches now and then, I felt a weight lifted off my shoulders. I learned that revenge often circles back in unexpected ways, and the path to redemption is paved with understanding. I left that encounter feeling renewed. My life in Cascadia Falls resumed its rhythm, but it was different now. Susan and I formed a partnership that made the workdays lighter and the laughter more genuine. I had anticipated a victory, but instead stumbled upon an unexpected friendship. The revenge I sought morphed into something greater, teaching me that sometimes the best way to confront a problem is to face it together.